Hi, it's about 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the legacy version of the game. This is on Xbox, and I thought I'd use this clip because it's quite entertaining. While the guys robbed this poor Type 9 blind, I was in my silly Corvette looking for a 1v1. This meant I was in an ideal position to draw the fire of the NPC police for an extended period of time. In fact, some of my wingmates didn't realise what ship I was in, because they were like, how are you taking this much fire for that long? Now I constantly hear from people how the NPC police are ineffectual, they don't do anything, they're rubbish, crime and punishment system doesn't work, ATR are a joke, that sort of thing. The thing is, one of the tricks I always do is I don't kill people. Recently I put out a video where where someone got salty because we killed them when they were in Lyra. And if you watch the video back, you'll see I stopped shooting when they're on 1% because I know one of the other guys is going to pull the trigger. It's a fault of habit of old because I don't like getting notoriety, because notoriety is a pain in the ass when you're trying to pirate. NPC police are a pain in the butt when you're trying to pirate. Watch my shields in this clip and see, like, once you start shooting the police, which I gotta say, took a couple of shots with my fixed cannons. Once you start shooting the police get very upset with you very quickly, and I was basically just doing the thing of drawing fire, so my colleagues in the Dark Marauders had plenty of time to pick up cargo. It took me 3 shots to hit the police. It's embarrassing, but you know, my fixed cannons aren't the easiest thing to use in the world on small Vipers, but I do love the fixed cannons. They do so much damage, and the force shell's so much fun to use. But this wasn't about shooting anyone or doing much damage. This was about taking a beating. Look at the amount of police now in instance shooting at me. But they're shooting at me, they're not shooting at the guys scooping up cargo. And that's the point. I'm here to draw fire. I'm here to keep them from killing anyone else. But anyone who thinks the NPC police aren't very good, take a look at my shields. That's 9,000 shield strength. I've 4 pips camped to shields for most of this clip. And I'm going to go through all my banks and just sit there for ages, because the guys have got a lot of cargo to pick up. They were rinsing that Type 9. And so I'm going to sit here and take an absolute kicking. As you can see, there's a lot of police shooting at me. There's anacondas, there's all sorts going on. Yeah, you know, it's a decent amount of DPS that they're doing. Now, I mean, a lot of people complain and say the crime and punishment system is rubbish and it's really bad, and I agree that it is not good in Elite Dangerous. But one thing you can't say is the NPC police, people say are ineffectual, don't do anything. They actually are quite good. They do dish out a decent amount of damage. They're not terrible. And ATR are a royal pain in the ass. So, yeah, people who moan about crime and punishment being too weak often don't get shot at by ATR all the time, because you know, ATR are not that weak. The problem with the crime and punishment system is it's way bloated and overcomplicated, and systems with high security just aren't quite high enough. You know, it would be interesting if they made some areas more high security than others. But as an ardent criminal in this game who tends to be wanted everywhere he goes, I can honestly say that the police are more of a pain in the butt than people give them credit for in the game. The pain of being interdicted while you're trying to pirate someone is, yeah, it's real. You know, you sit around and wait for a target for ages, and then when you try to move into interdict, you get the police interdicting you, and that's it. You're then trying to escape the NPC police before the mark gets away. You know, it's not the easiest thing, and as you can see from this footage, even though my Corvette is ridiculous, they will eventually whittle it down. It's, you know, but my friends got to pick up a lot of cargo in peace, it's got to be said, thanks to my just sitting around taking an absolute beating by the police. Yeah, but the NPCs aren't quite as ineffectual as people like to make out. They can put out a decent amount of damage. If you're 1v1 against someone and he's got crimes on and you end up with 4 or 5 police on you as well, that's a decent amount of DPS that's going to make a difference. If you're in a lot of byway builds, NPC police can ruin that because they're constantly on you, causing you not to be able to recharge your shields. So all in all, I don't think the NPC police get the credit they deserve. When I'm pirating in my Cobra Mark IV, I definitely can tell you the NPC police are a royal pain in my butt. They ignore stealth, and yeah, they're a nightmare sometimes. It's one of the fun parts about using rubbish shieldless ships as pirate ships, is you do set yourself a challenge, because, you know, just as you're scooping up cargo, the police will arrive, they'll circle about. If they scan you, you know, you're gonna have to get finished scooping out that cargo quick, because they will go after your drives. You know, I think the crime and punishment system overall needs overhauling. I think there's a lot that, you know, Elite should learn from this iteration of the game for future iterations of the game. I don't ever think Legacy is ever going to change from the crime and punishment system we got now. But, you know, I'm interested to see what they make of it in the future, what tweaks and changes they, you know, make to it. I would like it if it was very easy to explain the crime and punishment system to people, because back originally, at least the crime and punishment system, you could easily explain it to people. Now it's not so cut and dried, it's a bit more complicated. It's just not an easy system, and most of the time, you know, I can get away with killing a lot of people being Archon Delane, because every other power play faction is at war with us. So, you know, equally a lot of other factions can shoot at me, because yeah, we're not loved by anyone. But, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm in Archon Delane, to be honest, is because I'm the enemy of virtually everyone. It makes it more fun that way. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As you can see, I did an amazing job of just tanking an absolute bucket load of damage from a bunch of NPCs for the longest time, allowing my colleagues in the Dark Marauders to collect a massive amount of tonnage. You know, the amount of tons we got over the couple of days in Maralanja were absolutely ridiculous. I've been putting up some great numbers recently in piracy, and it was nice to see so many Dark Marauders on, basking in the glow of spilt cargo in Maralanja. There was so many of us, it was great. Anyway, that's all for this clip. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. I think my ship held out pretty well there. All in all, a successful trip. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.